Okay. All right. You wanna start the episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I starting it or are you starting it?
Oh, I don't know.
I was just seeing your silence. Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Can this be the intro?
Every time, Dylan, every time you've always said, can this be the intro? I've always edited it so that it is the intro. So yes, this is the intro.
Like 20 minutes of silence.
Yes, 20 seconds of silence. I'll keep the whole. No, I'm not going to because people won't listen. I might keep like 2 seconds.
It's just as good. Shall we start the show? Yep.
Oh boy. All right. Well, hi everyone. My name is Corey, and with me is John and Dylan, and the three of us, our powers combined, are known as the Smark Avengers. A name reference that I still don't necessarily know if people will get, but it's totally fine if they do or do not.
I'm not even sure if we get it.
Yeah, I mean it's a good play on words, but it doesn't. We don't really talk about the other topic.
It was funny the first time, and then we're like, nah.
Yeah.
That's kind of been our just MO in life. Yeah, it's funny at first.
Yeah.
We've committed.
We'll stick with it.
Speaking of committed, today we're going to be in for a weird little treat because we're going to try our first ever, I guess, Let's Watch, where we are going to observe the first episode or two of the Japanese Spider-Man show. In full transparency, this is the second time we've attempted to do this because the first time my computer blew the fuck up.
This is the first time me and John have ever seen this show.
To our credit, though, we didn't get very far because my computer blew up real quick.
We have never seen the show. I don't know who Spider-Man is.
I don't know.
Never met Spider-Man.
So, speaking of not knowing who Spider-Man is, are you guys familiar with who Eugene Joseph Pelk is?
No.
All right. So the story of Japanese Spider-Man technically starts with a man by the name of Gene Pelk. Gene Pelk was hired by Marvel in the 1970s to be their in to Japan. Gene Pelk taught English to Japanese, students and people. And basically that made him kind of a good resource for Stan Lee and Marvel Comics to help expand their business into Japan. Part of that involved meeting with, and my pronunciation is going to be absolutely miserable, and I will let you know that ahead of time, Toei. So part of this agreement was they gave the rights to Spider-Man to this company to produce a television show. They decided to kind of take their own spin on the character. They made some interesting changes to Spider-Man, and we're going to see that here shortly. But Japanese Spider-Man was very successful in Japan. It became sort of a guideline to how to do the Sentai show, like Power Rangers and stuff. Like the shows that Power Rangers lifted all their footage from was inspired partially by the Japanese Spider-Man. Specifically, a very particular part of the show, and I will point it out when and if we get there. But it's, like I said, really weird on paper. I feel like it shouldn't work, but it absolutely does. There's like 41 episodes of the show. They had a movie. The toy line was incredibly popular. And again, this has so little to do with how we as Americans and from the UK and other English-speaking countries know Spider-Man. So this is all up on YouTube. All 41 episodes are on YouTube. It's in a playlist. If you just search Japanese Spider-Man, you're going to find it. It's already been subtitled, so you can read along with it. It's not a big culture clash thing for you. And frankly, it's just enjoyable. If you like kind of goofy, cutting edge for its time special effects that look really dated now, I think you'll really love Japanese Spider-Man.
Excellent. That's exactly what we like.
Honestly, I watched the first 5 or so episodes up, and I think that it is really just fun. And the second I watched them, I'm like, all right, this is something we need to do for the show because I think Dylan and John will really enjoy this. Especially now because, Marvel has their 5th wave of movies coming out. They had a whole slew of Disney Plus series. James Gunn and that other dude are relaunching DC. Let's go back to basics. Let's bring it back to where it was. I'm not saying we're going to watch the Lou Ferrigno Hulk, but maybe we will one day.
Let's go back and watch comic books, TV adaptations whenever they were for real men. Not
Yeah.
this bullshit you see on cinema these days. This was a man show. Batman shouldn't be so serious all the time. Why is he never holding a big cartoon bomb in the films? You know, how come the Batmobile doesn't like come out of the side of a mountain? These are the questions we've been asking, and we're not getting answers. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think this new reboot by DC is going to answer any of these questions.
So anyway, like I said, we're going to watch this on YouTube. You can watch it along with us. Just put a Japanese Spider-Man in the search bar. Dylan will do a countdown where he will hit play. We'll sync up. And if you have ad-free YouTube, this shouldn't be a problem. If you don't have ad-free YouTube, my condolences. And I hope that you know that vaping contains metal in your lungs.
So everybody at home, get ready to press play with us, and it'll be a fun adventure that we'll have. 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's go. That's Spider-Man. There he is. Well, not yet, but he's coming. There he is. Is he?
Yeah, that was him.
I love how he's doing the traditional Spider-Man pose.
It looks like the Thriller hands.
Claws out.
Yeah.
You know.
I hope you like that footage of him climbing up the building because they're going to reuse that.
Well, they only had the budget to do it once, and they're like, we'll just do it up and down. We'll reverse it. We'll flip the screen.
You know,
Make it
another
look like
thing
it's a
I really
different building.
enjoy. You know, another thing I really enjoy about subtitles is that the opening credits they'll put the lyrics, giving up peace, giving up everything, chasing evil through the skies. Spider-Man
Yeah.
flies. You know,
It's very
look at
poignant.
that webbing. And there it is. That's the thing that inspired the Power Rangers to make some changes.
I mean, it is like the real drawing point of the show, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. You know
The
what
big
its name is? They'll introduce
awesome
it
robot.
later, but yeah, the name is bewildering, just so you know. What would you call a giant robot that is associated with Spider-Man?
The arachnoid.
You are not correct, unfortunately.
Big
Oh, well.
Attack
spider.
the Iron Cross Army.
Oh yeah, the Iron Cross Army, famous for fighting Spider-Man and nobody else in history.
Yep. We certainly weren't allied with them or anything.
No, it's a totally different. You're thinking of something else. See, they got Marvel in there.
Yeah,
It's
they
very
were
clever.
Marvel in there. Look at that
Yeah.
spider. That's a real spider.
Leopardon, is that the name of it?
Leopardon. Because when I think of spiders, I
You
think
think
of
of
leopards.
Oh yeah, this guy with his fucking
Yeah, it's fucking cool.
That's hard drive on his fucking face.
Yeah.
He's got a lady with
Oh,
like a
boy.
Darth Vader looking thing on her belly.
He's a
read
bargain
that.
basement Doctor Doom.
Speaking of basements, look
Yeah,
at his lab.
only half of Dr. Doom's face got ruined. So it's like I could show off the other half.
Yeah, I'm still downright handsome on this side.
Whoa.
I love that as well, where they're like, we gotta really show off that this guy likes motorbikes. Real quick, just wham, 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 wham. He's on the motorbike.
That was. I don't know how many other like Sendai series you've ever watched, but they really do love motorcycles. Like the Zoo Rangers,
Masked Rider.
Masked Rider. Yeah, they love some motorcycles there.
Did the big bad Beetleborgs drive?
I was thinking about the Beetleborgs,
motorbikes?
yeah.
We are not
Remember
going
them?
to discuss the Big Bad Beetleborgs because that will just turn into like us ignoring this to discuss the Big Bad Beetleborgs. Unfortunately,
Is that-
I don't know if we'll ever have a topic on it, but we could absolutely kill an hour and a half talking about the Big Bad Beetleborgs.
I was gonna say, is that gonna be one of our future episodes?
A bunch
We
of
could
kids meet a ghost that looks like Jay Leno, and they get like powers, and then yeah, what the fuck?
Guys,
Speaking of what
check
the
out
fuck-
episode 56 of the Smark Avengers where we talk about the big bad Beetleborgs. I
Well,
love
it is
that.
definitely Marveler.
Yeah, I love the way that they put a picture of something and then put it over the same
the
picture of
exact
that
same
thing,
picture?
and they're like,
Yeah,
"That's
matches.
it."
That's a match.
100% confirmed.
So Corey, can you actually explain what has happened so far? Because I'm a bit confused by why a big giant flying robot leopard has just smashed into a mountain.
Well, the exposition
While
is going to
Dr.
come
Doom
out later.
watches.
Yeah, no, the exposition's going to come out later. They've not really explained anything so far. They're just kind of introducing you to the various players first. So these are obviously our villains. The guy on the motorcycle and his sisters and the professor, we saw them as well. We saw there's an old man in a cave somewhere talking to a spider. They all come together. I love that she's like an evil alien and like her disguise was just putting on like a jumpsuit.
Wait a minute. Hello.
I love that. Just a little guy going around.
I feel like we just remembered the best part of this episode. Tiny little pocket robot man.
That's a Pokemon if I ever saw one. Dylan, you've had a Pokemon series. What region is he from? Like, what type is he?
What type? He looks like a steel type.
There you go.
I need to have another look at him. So we need to bring him back so I can have another look at him, please.
I want you to investigate this thing. It's just a picture.
Yeah, investigate this thing. It's the same thing that we have. It's
Make sure
the
you
only
investigate
picture,
it.
but we cross-referenced it
no
with the same picture
context
earlier. It's definitely this.
So the evil lady went as disguised as a reporter so she could go to the newspaper and say, hey, investigate this picture. I'm not going to tell you anything else about it, though.
She was the editor-in-chief of the newspaper, according to the subtitles.
Has she always been the editor-in-chief?
That's what I'm wondering. Or has she just disguised herself so well that she looks exactly like the editor-in-chief?
By the way, this is our character. His name is not Peter Parker, but his sisters fucking bust his balls more than anyone else I've ever seen. He's just hanging out trying to be a motorcycle racer, man. They're like, yeah, well, Dad, science is more important than your race. Sorry that your dad looks like the Crypt Keeper. Yeah, kitties. Everybody has a good relationship with their dad, though.
He's really happy.
That wasn't funny at all.
A spider. It disappeared. My brother, come.
My older brother who lives in a cave is whispering to me. I'll find him.
So I'll go out into the street and yell. I heard something talking in my ear, so I'm gonna go outside and yell.
And what happened to his family? Weren't they concerned that he just started shouting at thin air? And
no, they got too. Dad's got his science to do.
They're just like, he does this sometimes. He's got problems. We
I love how the dad's. Oh man, I was about to make a reference, you guys. I don't know if you'd get, but the dad looks like the yodeler from that Price is Right game. There's your little dude, Dylan.
There's a boy. Now he's giant.
Dude.
Okay, he looks like a lizard. So, like a steel grass, maybe.
Hey, let's head out.
Why doesn't the kid get a sidecar or a little go-kart?
What we don't see is the back of his leather jacket says, if you can read this, my little brother fell off.
The time for revenge is here.
Giant sky spider. Holy fucking shit.
And that guy's like, I have plenty of people I want to get revenge on. I'm going to fuck them all up on my new spider parts I'm about to get. Stay here, kid. I got a lot of murder to do. I'll see you later.
No, I don't have a key to get back in.
What if the whole episode was just this kid trying to get back in the house?
Yes. It's like Home Alone, but he's trying to get back into his own house.
Here's this guy.
That's some impressive lumbering.
I have a.
Oh man, I hope I look like that when I die.
Oh, whenever a giant robot lizard man's about to kill you, you want to get like right up in his face like that. My issue is that the little robot lizard was small enough for that woman to put it in her pocket.
Yes.
And then when she came down to Earth, she just put him on the ground and he got bigger.
Yeah.
Right. So like, how did he get bigger? Was it the Earth's atmosphere? Did she enchant it somehow? Was he on a timer? Like, how did that work?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
I thought you were an expert.
No, because like I said, there's exposition coming. But it's okay, his dad's dying.
Oh, that's fine. Just push
him in the river. He doesn't look like he's dying.
No, he doesn't. My favorite part is like when he does commit to the death.
Please do this for me. Kill your younger son. Don't let him into the house.
I was planning on doing it to myself. I was planning on doing it myself.
I was going to eat him.
Oh, and his dad died.
Push him in the river.
Push him in the river. Then you won't have to have a funeral. He'll wash down the river to somebody else's house. He's their problem now.
That's some acting, though. Look at that.
He's like, wow.
I think we'll follow those monster tracks. Those are dinosaur footsteps.
I like how he says that with extreme confidence. You know what I mean? Like, I know what those footprints are. I would also like to point out that this man does not seem at all fazed at the sight of 7 different gray duck people.
He got stabbed in the neck.
I like the music.
Run into this cave and I fall down.
Oh, he fell down in that definitely a cave.
Yeah, that's not curtains on the wall. Don't worry about it.
It's absolutely a cave right there.
Yeah, just ignore the curtains.
Oh, that's part of it, because remember the old man lives in the cave, so he has
there's
curtains.
There's a spider again, and then there's a creepy old man.
Yeah, come on
I'm
in.
your brother. I got a stick.
That young boy you were talking to was not your brother. It was me.
I'm your younger brother from the future. You left me outside, you dick. I had to live in this cave.
You left me outside. I've aged for 1,000 years.
The ones who killed your father. They're from the Iron Cross Army. Professor Monster. I told you were going to get the exposition.
Oh, I forgot about Professor Monster.
He died. I won't let you get away with this. Dead.
He's going to die unless I suck all the blood out of him.
The spider extract.
Oh yeah, what the fuck is this machine?
Well, I think it's called a bangle. They were very popular in the 1980s.
It appears to be some sort of syringe
that injects you full of ink.
Oh my god, my brother is dying. I better give him some heroin.
I mean, that's if I woke up via heroin, that's probably how I'd feel too.
That was a good time to take a break and show Spider-Man in a car. What the fuck?
There's not as many tall buildings in rural Japan.
We haven't even got to him being Spider-Man yet, and already we saw Spider-Man driving a car. What a coincidence. Boy, I lucked out with that one. The entire universe.
I ask myself the question all the time. That's kind of a dick move to like make somebody else get revenge for you.
Yes, but he also.
By the way, did we also ignore the fact that he's from Planet Spider?
Well, he's got to be from. That's why he had the spider extract.
Yeah. I didn't die. I endured the poisonous spiders.
Because he's from Planet Spider. Why would he die with spiders?
That'd be ironic.
400 years.
He doesn't look like a day over 399.
Those look pretty good for 400.
He needs a better walking stick, though. That thing is not height appropriate.
Yeah, he has 400 years
You've been
to find
given
a
the
walking
power
stick.
of Spider-Man. No hyphen. And now I touch your shoulder. You are Spider-Man.
Release me from this grudge by taking it on yourself.
Yes, here. Yeah. Now it's your problem.
Isn't
this the movie It Follows?
I've been cursed for 400 years. Now it's all on you, so see you later. Good
See
luck.
you in 400 years.
You didn't do a really good job of getting revenge if it took you 400 years and you just spent it hanging out in a cave.
Yeah, I didn't do anything, but now it's on you. See you later.
This is your problem now. Yeah. And he's dead. People just fucking keel over in this world. But hey, he cremated. Oh no, he turned himself into a spider.
Turned into a spider.
There you go. Yeah, I'd react. That's how my face would look too if I saw
Wait,
that happen in front of
So
me.
he's not dead.
He's a spider now.
He's a spider. He's very nonchalant after having
How
seen
did
like
he
two.
get out of the cave?
Yeah,
He
the
just
other
saw
dude was
two
trapped
people die, and he's like, whatever.
there.
He's listening to Nirvana. Leave him alone.
Corey, remember that time you saw an evil lizard monster in the woods? Then your father died. Then 7 duck people
Hurry up and
attacked
become
you.
Spider-Man.
And then a man put a syringe in you and injected you with something, and then he turned into a spider. And then you just went home and were like, nah, I'm going to listen to some tunes.
I went home and got lectured by a spider about how I'm not doing my job right.
How
Put on
did
the
they get
spider protector and
to
become
wiggle like
Spider-Man.
that?
Probably cruelty, Dylan. that spider probably died shortly after this.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yes!
Whoa.
There we go.
What? What?
Into the Spider-Verse.
I didn't think that's how he would change his costume.
Immediately, I got to start walking like a freak.
Can I just say this, right? He had the watch in his arm, and then he pressed the button, and his costume came out, and then he put the.
I saw to zip it up.
He took the watch off, put the costume on, and then put the watch on over his costume.
Yeah, use your spider powers for things like climbing on your desk. A lot of
it
dust
looks
up
real.
here.
It really is like being This is exactly what it's like.
Here's your brother and sister. Like, hey, where's your brother? I don't know. Where'd he go? He's a total fuck up anyway.
Look at that toast, though. That's some thick toast.
Texas toast.
Or
Or
toast? I'm
Osaka
impressed by the
toast.
toast. Yeah. I gotta go to Japan and get some of that toast, man.
They let the little brother back in the house. That's nice of them.
Don't let him in the house. He's a vampire.
Well, you fully become Spider-Man. Yeah, see, spiders don't hang from web like that, so they have tied something around that spider's midsection, and it is probably not having a great day. Yeah, they don't hang from web like that.
I do like the idea of the spider going, I've taught you all you need to know.
Here you go.
Like, you didn't
He's
teach
got
me
a rope.
anything. That's right. Jump out the window. You'll be fine.
Here, use this rope. The nuclear
Physicist, Professor Fujiwara. I didn't see what
a
it said.
dinosaur-like creature kidnapped him. I just love that you can like see his like lips and nose and ears through that that mat. He's wearing a morph suit essentially.
Yeah.
All right.
Just like a
Time to
spider.
walk. Ah. This isn't the fastest way to travel.
Yeah.
Notice he's
like-
not going forward. He's just going
Yeah,
up.
he's going up.
There
Maybe
he
you
is.
want to go towards the fucking hospital or whatever.
He's climbing. All right, he has gotten to the top of this building and phasing out of reality. And now he's going to swing.
In
And
front
again.
of the same
And now
building.
he's going to climb down this. He's climbing down the same building.
Oh, it's the Duck Boys. And they can drive a car.
Yes, they can. Fully licensed. Problem with the Duck Boys driving a car is the insurance is pretty high.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't insure a Duck Boy to drive my Jeep.
All right, time to climb up this dam. Again, not the fastest way to travel.
Yeah.
They're
Why
in a
doesn't-
car.
We just saw Spider-Man driving a car in like the wee advert,
Yeah, he doesn't have his learner's permit yet.
but they give it to the duck.
Yeah, well, the ducks had more
Whoa!
time.
Just like a spider. What was that?
My parents had never approved of me building such a terrifying weapon, says the 60-year-old man.
Oh my god.
Hey, everybody. I'm Spider-Man. Emissary from hell. How come Tobey Maguire never said that?
Oh boy. I also love the idea of him turning up and they're
Yes,
like,
hold on. They're just gonna watch him climb around on the wall. They're just there with swords watching this right now.
but imagine you were putting like a big plan together and then suddenly a guy dressed like a spider turns up and he goes, I'm from hell and I'm going to get revenge on my father. And you're like, I don't know what that means. Spider string. Okay, I'll probably be fine by myself.
Whoa. That's some interesting
Oh,
editing
God.
right there.
Yeah.
What is happening? What? How did you
Yeah.
get there?
He's hiding from them. Oh wait, there he is.
What?
I don't know what made them do a backflip, but
Is this a Young Bucks match? What's going on?
there's the Smark Avengers.
That's the only one you get. Little lizard boy.
Get him, Dinosaur Man.
Burp.
I just love he's clearly made out of Play-Doh.
I'm
coming
going
to
to
get ya.
get you.
That's
Very
the Boogeyman.
slowly.
There's their second wrestling reference there. I'm gonna headbutt this wall. Ah, he felt my weakness, not being able to climb walls.
Oh shit!
Whoa.
He's a big boy now.
How you gonna beat him now, Spider-Man?
Spider string.
Oh, don't make me laugh at this fucking spider string stuff. He's too big.
Yeah, it's like whoa. Got it.
Okay.
All right, I got to use my AM transistor radio.
Yeah. Again, this is shit nobody taught him how to do. No, the spider didn't say, "Oh, by the way, use the watch to call the big fucking robot." How can he drive the robot but not a car?
Again,
Wait,
not licensed.
wait. There's the car. What?
Well,
Why did
Dylan,
you call
ask
the
and you
car
shall
earlier?
receive.
You needed
Ask
to
and you
drive
shall
up
receive. Look at this thing.
Oh my god.
And it can fly. Fire missiles.
I love how the missiles are where the engine should be.
Yes.
Don't worry about it.
I'm going to fly in this robot's giant ass.
Yeah.
There he is. Now I'm going to turn into a giant leopard robot because I'm
I feel like I
Spider-Man.
understand Japanese now.
You really think so?
Yeah, I think he said Marvel changed Leopard on.
I just love to reinforce the Spider-Man. His little shin guards have spider webs on them. Like, oh
So
shit,
nice.
we designed it to be a leopard. Throw some spider webs. But just on the shins, nowhere else.
I love those tiny rocket boosters he has that would not be able to make that machine fly.
See, if Lizard Man could blow shit up like that in the first place, why didn't he do that at the beginning?
And just blow up the dad.
Yeah, just blow
Yeah,
up
like-
everyone.
Why didn't
So
he
his little
just turn into
boomerang
the
crown
robot
didn't
man and kick the dinosaur at the beginning?
And he throws his sword.
Oh shit!
Hit him right in the heart.
Oh my god!
Damn it! That's how I would react to. Damn it!
He what? Oh my god! Spider-Man versus Professor Monster.
Don't lose, Spider-Man.
Spider Machine.
Is he in a race or something?
Well, I mean, we got a nice little, Oh, he's
You
gonna
gonna
run
run
those
them
people
over?
over. Yep, vehicular manslaughter.
The footsteps of hell.
Under a grave marker, jeez.
Jesus Christ!
Lies, my father.
Can we lay in the dead father bit a little bit more, please? Just so everybody knows exactly that his father is dead. His father is definitely dead. He's not all alone. He's got like a whole ass family. I love how they say I run through the deserted lands while he's driving the car. Oh, what's happened in the next episode?
Well, a train capsized.
Oh, this is too real.
Yeah.
The next
An
episode set in
unknown
Ohio.
thing. What's
It's fighting
happening
a
in the
giant
next
plane.
episode? Just something. It's you don't worry about it. Something's gonna happen.
So before we start episode 2,
Yeah.
thoughts on episode 1?
Well, I feel like you probably know what our thoughts are because that's why we wanted to watch it. But a lot of the time watching that, and I'm not going to speak on behalf of John here, but for me, a lot of the time watching that, even though I knew it was going to be kind of wacky, I did think, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like a lot, you know? Like there was a lot of like, you know, his dad dies and he fights ducks, and then the old man in the Kiev injects him with spider powers, and then he has a magical watch that gives him pajamas, and then he, you know, like a lot of stuff happens in that first episode.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in there. I want to know, is the evil henchwoman still the editor-in-chief of the newspaper as well?
What if like every episode she has like
was she recently hired, or has she always been the editor-in-chief?
But like, what if she has a different job like every episode?
Today she's like, you know, working the the grill at the McDonald's.
We just saw that the next episode is like something to do with Trian, so like she's like the Trian
conductor,
station manager. Yeah, she's a conductor, you know. And everybody's like, that makes sense, you know. Well, why would we question that? Can I, real quick, before we start the next episode, I would like to put in a prediction that I hope is true. Okay, Corey, you've seen the episode. I haven't seen the episode. John hasn't seen the episode. But what I would like to happen is that the Trian is the big robot that Spider-Man ends up fighting. So it starts off as a regular Trian, and then it turns into like a big monster.
I think you're grossly overestimating the budget of this show.
Well, no, it doesn't. Oh, it doesn't have to look good. You have footage of a Trian and then footage of a man dressed as a Trian standing upright.
I'm glad you added that caveat there. It doesn't have to look good. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a couple of corners have been cut in this show. I think you'll find. You know, how did they get him to stick to the wall like that? That's incredible. Unless he was not stuck on the wall. You know, how did they get such wonderful lighting in that cave? Unless it wasn't a cave at all. You know.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Okay, you want to do another episode?
Yeah.
Or what do you guys think?
No, I mean, I think we have to find out if your train prediction came true.
I really want it to be true. I would like it very much. And if it doesn't happen, or if there's no like tiny toy man that turns into a big thing, I'll be very disappointed. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay. So either my prediction comes true, or else I get very sad. All right, here we go.
Yeah, we'll do a countdown.
All right, you ready? Everybody at home, if you have enjoyed the first episode of Japanese Spider-Man, I have a feeling we're going to enjoy the second episode. So here we go. We're all going to watch it. Boot it up, load it up, and then we're going to watch episode 2 of Japanese Spider-Man. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So that's it. We're going to watch the credits again because we just really enjoyed them. You know, it's tradition at this point. I like how they subtitled "Yeah, why." That's really helpful.
Well, in case you weren't sure what the Japanese versions of yeah, wow.
As if people over here thought that yeah, why was like actual Japanese speak, and they're like, what's he saying? What does he mean giving up peace?
Well, I mean, he's committed to a life of getting revenge for some 400-year-old man that he met in a cave. So he's given up peace, all right.
But isn't he fighting for peace?
No, he's fighting.
No, he's fighting for revenge.
Oh, that's true. That is true. That was a big point.
It happens that revenge happens to be against a man named Professor Monster and the Iron Cross Army.
I mean, when was this? The 70s?
Yeah, 1978.
Yeah, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll go with the Iron Cross Army." Enough time has passed.
John, how old were you in 1978?
I was -6.
All right, now I know how old John is. It's powerful.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have put that information out in the show. We bleep that out.
They're on the move. The spider that they're torturing is letting him know that.
I love how the man passed his stuff onto Spider-Man, and then he turned into a spider. And then instead of being free, he was just like, "I'm just gonna haunt this guy forever."
Yeah,
and annoy him into saving the world. You know.
The more I watch this, the more I feel bad for that spider. He is clearly in pain. That's why he's moving the way he is.
I feel like that spider is definitely dead. And
he probably didn't survive the end of this shoot, Dylan.
they put like tiny strings on his arms, his little legs, and just yoinked him around. I'm like, that looks fine. You know, that looks like he's alive.
So he climbed up that building that he climbed up last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that was during the day.
Yep. So we just turned the contrast down on the footage.
Yeah, it's different. You know.
Are we gonna show him climbing down it or no? Oh, never mind. The sun came up. I like that it was just like, hey, the Iron Cross Army's on the move. Get up. And then he went out. And then he went outside and saw nothing.
Are they gonna kill the old man?
The oh no, the little brother didn't see a spider. There's been more spiders around lately. It's almost as if our brother is made of them now.
This has got to be you, isn't it, small child? You're responsible for spiders.
Yeah, why are you just eating your toothbrush?
Yeah, you're doing it wrong. You
knew we
fucking
shouldn't
idiot.
have left you back inside the house.
Did they live in a hobbit hole or something? Why is the door so low?
That's some front
What people
door,
don't realize is that Japan's part of Middle Earth. Man, and he was completely naked.
Your eyes will rot if you sleep too long. That's a common phrase, we all know.
See, again, I told you they just give him shit for no reason. Yeah, you're not a you don't work for the reporting company like we do, so we're gonna make sure that you wake up and come with us for reasons.
There you go. You're really slow. I'm a freelance photographer, but you're some sort of stupid idiot.
Now, my favorite part of that is, again, we talked about how the origins and stuff are different, that this is not Peter Parker, this is a different character. But they kept the freelance photographer aspect and just gave it to his sister.
Yeah. Because that's more interesting.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't exciting enough for...
Yeah. Like, wouldn't it be more fun if Peter Parker was just a lazy bum who also rode a motorbike?
Yeah.
Yeah. East Palestine, where the train overturned. I guess we shouldn't drink the water here now for a while, huh?
Or just go outside at all. Maybe move to somewhere else.
You know, they had to have some budget if they flipped a train like that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they just had a train, and then they turned the footage on its side.
I like to think that a train did, like, flip over, and they were like, wow, man, we got to write about this quick before they fix it.
No, I like the idea of them, like, waiting around in the office, and then they get their phone call, like, a train derailed. I'm like, fuck, get the camera. Go, we gotta get this. And they get like a 1 second shot of the train over on its side, you know.
Visiting Dad's grave.
And now he's in the
My dad was. Yep.
Oh,
there's Jesus.
Oh, hi.
What up, Yahweh? Where does Garia and Planet Spider fit into God's plan? I'm curious.
Yeah, that's interesting. How they focused on Jesus right there, and then they're like, here's some weird shit about in space. Like, that reminds me
about our Lord and Savior.
Fiction story. Oh, hey, here we go. 17th Milky Way, is that real?
It was much better before they, relaunched into the 17th one. Planet Spider. This is what Planet Spider looks like.
Well, they have helicopters too.
There's Professor Monster attacking Planet Spider. He blew up their one building.
Oh shit!
Oh my
Wow,
god!
now that's a fucking costume.
How come Spider-Man doesn't have that costume?
Wait, what the hell?
Were these people the Greeks? That's a sweet ass helmet.
I really like that helmet.
I just can't look at it.
What a shot.
Wait, so Professor Monster was on Earth first?
Yeah. He has been on Earth.
But then the other guy has been trapped in a cave for 400 years.
Yeah, I said
So
he's not very good at revenge.
So yeah, this is his explanation, is that he just crash landed.
But then what's Professor Monster been doing for 400 years?
He's doing this.
Wait, here we go. So Professor Monster and this guy are gonna fight to the death.
Yeah, there's the imagery here is all over the place. He looks like an aquatic Roman centurion.
Yeah, I love how this was like 400 years ago during the Japanese Civil War, and nobody around them was like, "Hey, you guys look weird."
What side are you guys on?
Like that, you know.
So he could do all the Spider-Man stuff, but he didn't need a goof-ass costume, I see. Or a different goof-ass costume, if you will.
Oh, you just threw an egg at him. Whoa.
That's a hell of an egg.
Oh, so okay, so
This is
Professor
how he ended
Monster.
up in the hole.
Professor Monster threw an egg at him, and then he fell into the earth.
If he's got Spider-Man's powers, why can't he just climb out the hole?
Right, but also, why didn't he say, "Hey, Marveler, come and help me, you fucking piece of shit. Don't go to space."
He didn't want
the opposite way
Professor...
to where it would help me.
He didn't want Professor Monster to get the Marveler.
But then if the Marveler helped him out, then he would get out.
Is that the same actor and they just made him look old in the previous episode?
I think so.
Japan got trains and dances.
See, he looks older because he has a goatee.
World War II happened. We got hit with the atom bomb. We had the Olympics as well. And we went to space.
He's already been to space. he came to space.
I just love he's been searching for his successor for 400 years, and his successor is some dipshit on a motorcycle.
Also, he's been searching for his successor while still in the cave.
Yes.
So I would say maybe not the best search.
So we saw that he had the ability to use the Marveler and to use the sick-ass spider car. Yeah. And he could shoot spider string, but he didn't get the ability to climb walls. Is that what the function of the costume is?
But then also, another point, they just said that Professor Monster went into hibernation for 400 years. Why?
Yeah, clearly he could have taken over the Earth at that point.
His greatest fucking opponent has just been buried under the Earth, and he sent his magic spaceship up into space away from everybody. What the fuck? That's the best time to conquer Earth, right?
Oh, so we get exposition of him telling him how the giant robot worked.
Okay.
Blood of a spider person flows through my body now. Gross.
Well, that's just, whenever you hit puberty.
Wept. That transition. I just love it's like I've been recruited to help some other guy get his revenge.
I just want to ride my motorbike.
And transition back to Jesus.
Yeah. I do not like the feed from that guy to Jesus Christ. Yeah. I'm not a religious man. It just looks weird. It's a really strange statue.
It's not flattering, yeah.
Yeah.
In all of Japan, we happen to run into each other.
What?
It seems like something's happened.
Oh man! From now on, whenever we see like the cops surrounding like an entire building and like there's police everywhere, I like to turn to somebody and go, "Well, you know, it seems like something's happening."
We got a train. There's a guy with a mustache.
Uh,
You saw a
there's
brain.
there's a big floating
testicle.
brain where you can see the string.
And that's what flipped the train.
Whoa.
It was a brain. Brain train.
Brain train. Oh, they fucked up. They missed the trick, dude. How could they not call it brain train?
No one believed him. Well, yeah, I wouldn't probably believe a guy going, "Hey, there's a floating brain that knocked over the train." But again,
He's
there was like
probably
a
killed for
500.
seeing something weird from space, you know?
Yeah, there's like a 200, 300 foot tall like lizard robot and giant leopard robot fighting a week or two ago.
Yeah, but nobody saw that though. It happened out in the wilderness, but nobody saw. Oh my god!
We're gonna run 2 feet and then we're gonna do a random backflip and we're gonna run 2 feet and then we're gonna do a little spin.
Who? Oh.
Remember you were saying about a Young Bucks match?
Yeah, exactly. Like, let's do some flips, and then
There you
that'll
go.
really intimidate some people.
She did 3. They did 3 flips around her and now she's petrified.
What if they all like
Spider-Net.
super kick her at once?
7 stars in the Tokyo Dome.
Wow, Spider-Man, thanks. Good to see you. Did you see my brother? He disappeared for no reason.
Do you think he's getting attacked now by these same giant nose men?
Can you help him?
No.
Oh, well,
Did
see you later.
Did you let your little brother back in the house?
Because I told
Yes,
you
then
not
no.
to. Wow, that was a good flip.
He landed too high up. Ah, damn it.
Wow.
Ah.
I love the way that instead of showing him sticking to something, they show him jumping
they
at
just
something
pause
and then
it.
they freeze it.
Yes.
That's some clever stuff, man.
I like that they're all just like watching him now just like climb around.
It's a Young Bucks match.
They're just waiting for the dive.
They're just waiting for the spot. Yeah, they're just sitting outside the ring.
All
like,
right, see,
he's
that
gonna-
accomplished absolutely nothing. That was my favorite part. He climbed up there, screwed around a little bit, climbed right back down.
And they
Didn't
all
even gain
watched
like an
him.
advantage.
Why did they run away?
Change out his costume real quick. That's Spider-Man.
Only
God
just
damn it.
figuring that out now.
That's a big assumption.
That guy must have given him his powers of life in the cave.
Your brother's terrible. Look at that. They're giving him shit again.
Yeah, why didn't you fight? I told you not to let that kid in. Look at him, being a brat.
Yeah, I hate violence. Well, you should have killed him.
The kid's like, I would have fucking killed him. I like how they said the spider person. What is he? He's a spider person.
Yeah, he's called Spider-Man.
Oh well, that's all
No,
the
I
info
probably
I
should-
need.
Probably shouldn't have said that. That's what the spider. You can see this. You can see the string tied around the spider. Oh god, I
Yeah.
feel so bad for that thing now. Gary was like, "Hey, maybe next time don't spoil the fact that you know are Spider-Man." This is just dangling it.
Can we get the spider to turn around, please?
No, it's
There
dead
we
now.
go. He's definitely dead in that shot.
That spider is
dead.
dead. Yeah, that spider is dead.
Wow,
he's
it's a
dead.
real spider.
Yeah, they did. Well, there you go. Help me get revenge. All right, I'm gonna turn into the spider and help you for an episode and a half, and now I'm dead. Again.
And is he like, okay, what does this have to do with a train?
Well, there was a giant brain that knocked the train off the tracks.
Which again, we haven't really got a whole lot of closure on.
Well, we saw it in a flashback. I'm gonna put this in a matchbox and bury it in the garden.
What if he eats
Next,
it?
next shot is he puts it in the toilet. Goodbye, Garia.
Is he definitely dead?
Yeah, he's
No,
dead now.
No,
He's-
they crushed him. Fuck
he's
you.
that look was just like, oh, gross.
Up
Alright, time to climb
I
that
go.
one building again. Climb up
I
that
like
same
how he's
building.
like. I like how he's like. There's got to be something up on top of this building.
It's the tallest building in Japan.
7 stories.
Oh, he's got psychic abilities now. That's good.
Oh yeah, the spider sense.
Yeah, that's a really roundabout way.
Well, more precisely, the ability to see the future.
Is that how spider sense works? I guess in a sense, maybe.
That's
You're like, oh, I'm about to get hit if I move my head.
kind of.
All right.
He just stood there all night
Yep.
in the same position.
Yep. Damn, my arms are tired.
Oh shit!
Oh, there he
Finally.
is.
Down here all day.
They're praying. Did
So
he
how
turn
come
the church into his like secret base?
Yeah, how come that time the car came out of like a garage, but not out of the robot?
And there's another train.
Here we go. It's about to turn into a giant robot.
Oh,
Yep.
I hope so. Don't let me down, big brain thing.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
He broke the tracks. Well, Spider-Man has to get in front of the train and then just like hold it back and make a really unflattering face while I did it, and it'll be a meme.
Yeah, he has to take his mask off.
Yeah, for
then-
no good reason.
And then the
Yeah.
people on the train will be like, we're not going to tell people who you are, mainly because we don't know who the fuck you are.
Yeah, you're just some random fucking guy
Yeah.
that we've never seen before.
New York is a city of millions. We don't know who you are.
It would be
in
weird
reality,
if
maybe
somebody
5,
you
10
knew
people
was
know
on
who
the
you are.
train.
Peter Parker? We took 3rd grade geometry. Hey, by the way. Hey, by the way, my name's Spider-Man. I'm gonna, stop your train real quick. Thanks.
I do love it. Like, if you were driving a
That's
train
the
and you saw
quickest-
Spider-Man hanging off the side of the window, that's the noise I would make as well.
By the way, that was the quickest a train has ever stopped.
Oh, yeah. I gotta
Right,
chase
time to-
down this giant brain in my car. Nope.
Gonna do a swing.
Gonna
climb down a mountain. Ain't no mountain high enough. And now I'm gonna fight some duckmen.
And when you say fight,
He smacked one, and then they ran away.
oh, my favorite part about this is when he fights them, he doesn't do anything, and then they just fall over.
Yes.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh, idiots! You can stick to the wall.
yeah.
What, huh? What?
They flipped near him.
He just bonks him on the head.
All right, time to swing
Oh.
some more. Really, being Spider-Man's like being a 3rd grader, like in recess. You're just climbing on stuff, jumping off things, having pretend fights where you don't actually hit anyone.
Oh
Time
shit!
up.
They all got tangled up in the rope.
They've all got swords.
Right, they got themselves on a fucking rope. Wait! Are
Yeah.
they at the river? What?
Oh,
Whoa, what?
He's got a body. Flump. And he's got a whole new head.
Yeah, what that's
He grew skin.
idiot. This Oh shit.
Well, I know how to handle this.
Now he's really big for no reason. What am I gonna do?
Time to create
Wait,
an
so now
earthquake.
hang on, so now the robot lives under the ground. But when the other guy had the robot, he gone under the ground and then he sent the robot into space. What?
he had to get into his flying car. Now he's got to fly the flying car up the giant robot's ass. Oh, we got hit. He's spinning out of control.
No. How is he gonna beat this guy?
It looks kind of like the monster from this island Earth. The Metaluna mutant. Like your Earths, but larger, of course, and with a much higher intelligence.
I know. Well, he with his crotch.
Oh, he made him look between his legs. Doesn't he feel foolish?
What an idiot!
We're gonna
I'll bonk him on the head.
Frustrate him. You know, for a giant brain, he's not terribly intelligent.
Well, that's because he was a giant brain, and then he went to a body with like hook hands. I'm like, come on,
The
man.
body made him dumb.
Yeah, you gotta be smarter than that. That you picked the worst body.
Have you ever seen the movie The Adventures of Baron Munchausen? I don't blame you if you haven't. It's John. Okay, do you know what I'm talking about then? The Robin Williams character, where if his head is attached to his body, he's a pervert, but if it's not, then he's super intelligent. That's exactly what's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dylan, you should see that movie. I think you would like it. It was a bit of a flop, but it seems like the thing you'd be into.
A bit of a flop, huh? Can't imagine how that happened.
Yeah, it was Robin Williams refused to be credited for his role in that, by the way. Sword vigor.
I like how it's like motion control, like a Kinect. You know,
it's like a Kinect. Yeah, this is what happened to the Xbox Kinect.
Yeah, he just waves his hands around.
Robots.
Wow, he took care of him the same exact way he took care of the lizard guy.
Now Spider-Man must fight.
He knows how to fuck
he doesn't
somebody
fight
up.
for peace, he fights for revenge. Someone else's revenge, coincidentally.
Don't lose, Spider-Man, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, no pressure, nothing.
We're gonna hear the song of him like where his dad, you know. I fight for my dad, who's definitely in a grave right now, and it's very sad.
I think my favorite thing still is the fact that Garia turned into a spider to assist him and then died again in like half an episode. Well, that was pointless.
For like no reason.
Yeah, we just had to torture a spider for, an episode or two.
He lived in a cave for 400 years, and then he turned into a spider and was like, I don't know what to do. I'll see you later.
I guess I'll die.
Yeah. I have no other options.
Be sure to get that revenge for me, okay? We didn't see him do that to the brain monster, by the way.
No, we didn't do that.
We did not see that. That would have made a more compelling fight instead of zooming around him and making the giant monster look like a fucking idiot.
Doing exactly what he did in the last fight.
Hey, next episode. I got a bandage on my head. Spider-Man stalking somebody.
They're already doing a Spider-Man doppelganger thing?
Listen, it's 41 episodes, now 38. All right, well, that was episode 2. Any thoughts on episode 2?
I am disappointed.
What are you disappointed about?
The train didn't turn into a robot.
Oh yeah, your prediction did not come through, unfortunately.
I was pretty confident the train would turn into a robot. I'm devastated. It didn't happen. That's it. That's my only opinion on that.
Yeah, I don't really got much else to say as well. Like I said, I've seen like the first like 4 or 5. This is about like this is what you're gonna get out of every episode. I was
gonna say the thing I didn't like about it was really the only one thing, if I may critique it, structurally, is that the end fight, as we kind of pointed out, the end fight was, I would say, almost exactly the same as the end fight in the first episode.
Well, yeah,
which is why you're like, why bother with all the other guff if we all? That's what I used to hate about Power Rangers. I'm like, just get into the big Zord and kick him, right? It's gonna
He's
end
gonna
up
grow
that way.
anyway. Just start out that way.
Absolutely gonna end up this way. Yeah, just squish him, right? So then he grows in size and they do all the fucking around, but you're like, you already know the optimal way to kill these people is to just shoot them with your sword.
Yeah.
shoot him with your sword, and then they turn into napalm, and then that's it, right? Just problem solved, right? I mean, like, listen, if I had my own giant robot leopard thing that could shoot swords and cars, and the sword turned everything that hit into napalm, I'm like, this is the easiest way to get rid of all of my enemies. I
Yeah,
would just go up to Professor Monster and go, hey, dude, I'm gonna hit you with this giant napalm sword. See you later. You know?
yeah. Don't be reactionary. Be preemptive.
Exactly. You want to stop this fucking evil? Cut off at the source. You know?
Mhm.
Yep.
Get in there. That's probably all we have to say about Spider-Man.
Yeah,
isn't it?
no. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a good ending point. Like I said, this is it becomes a formula, you know. There's a giant monster. We don't know what it is or where it is. We find it. We beat up some duckmen. The monster, we'll fight it for a little bit. He'll get pissed and grow big. We get into a giant robot. We'll do some stuff that doesn't work, and then we'll throw a sword at it. In credits.
At some point, he climbs up that same building.
No, of
And
course.
yes, and
Yeah.
I wonder if Jesus will be making an appearance again in the near future.
And his little
I
brother's a
hope
wee
so.
smart ass.
Yeah, his brother's such a little dickhead.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you didn't fight these mystery duckmen to save this girl who's not your sister. Like, how you're not brave at all. And it's like, well, yeah, you're 7, and I locked you out of the house. So
Yeah.
deal with that.
Yeah. Like, I can drive a motorbike. What can you do? You know?
Yeah, you can't do nothing.
Yeah, he's a little punk kid.
Nothing but garbage.
Yeah. What do you shut the fuck up? I can read. Well, what age are you? 4? Get out of here, you know? Pushes him down the stairs.
Turns into Spider-Man and hits him with spider string.
Yeah, just like he ties him up and hangs him up the side of that big tall building. What do you think of this? You know?
Not such a wimp now, am I?
And he's like, Spider-Man, why are you doing this to me? And he's like, oh, because you were
You know
mean to
why.
your brother, who isn't me. Ha ha ha. See you later. You know? forgets about
I
him.
still love that whole thing. It's like, yeah, I was saved by this mysterious person. Like, I think I don't know what his name was, and he just goes out of, like, without any prompting. He is called Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
You seem to know an awful lot for somebody who ran away from the fight, but okay.
Well, I was able to observe it from far away. Although Spider-Man does seem to be about your height and build and sounds exactly like you.
And he is wearing the exact same bracelet that you're wearing now all of a sudden.
Yeah, when did you start getting into bangles?
Really, really big ones that look like they control a spaceship.
Yeah. Are you shooting heroin in that thing?
Yeah.
Did an old man in a cave shoot heroin into you? Like, I'm
Do you
not
need
allowed
to
to
talk to somebody?
Yes, I do. I'm going to go talk to Jesus right now.
It's just a spider that's being tied around its waist, like all spiders are not. And
Yeah.
he just goes, I don't know. Everybody's so mean to me. You didn't
They
tell
just
me that being
binds it up
Spider-Man
and-
would turn people into jerks.
Do you think that's why he died in the second episode? Is that they couldn't, like, the spider died while they were filming it, and they're like, "Fuck,
We can't keep killing the spider. It took forever to tie that string around its waist.
like let's just if this spider is dead, we're not gonna film anymore. We're not gonna get a second spider. Just fucking kill him off in the second episode, and that'll be done with it."
Pete with the tiny hands, who's good at tying little knots, has already been fired.
Yeah, for other stuff, he should not have been allowed in the set at all.
Yeah.
He was a menace, but that's a whole other story. Don't worry about that.
He replaced all the coffee creamer with sour milk. What a
It
dick.
was disgusting. Can't trust him.
I feel like we lost the plot, but okay.
Okay, the point is, we had talked about maybe like doing a couple more of these episodes at some point, like watching some more Spider-Mans. Although, after having seen 2 of those Spider-Man episodes and having discussed it, I have a sneaky suspicion.
I will tell. It's still fun. It's still fun.
I mean, it is funny. Like, there were funny parts in that. We had some fun. We had some laughs. But I also feel like a lot of it will just be, here's this again. What I will say is, I'm just not sure how many more episodes we'll be able to milk with this particular idea.
That was Japanese Spider-Man. So coming up next, we'll have something a little more regular. We have like a whole list of topics we're going to cover, but at some point soon we might hop back into Japanese Spider-Man. I hope that if you did watch along with us, you enjoyed it. If you just wanted to not listen to us and take in Japanese Spider-Man without us, being weird throughout it, that's also perfectly fine as well.
I don't
the
think
goal here.
I'm gonna say, after having watched the Japanese Spider-Man, I don't think we were the weird ones here.
You might be onto something. But anyway, I've been Corey, and as always, Dylan and John have been with me. We've had a good time, and I hope you have too. And we will see you guys sometime later.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.